Yo, we did it. We finally did it. Spurs have won their first trophy in over 17 years. I never knew this day would come. And I thought the haters or the people that were predicting, United to win say that Spurs never got a chance, despite us beating the Man United 3 times this season. But Spurs stepped up today, and I'm pretty proud of the team, and I'm pretty proud of the manager. Ange actually delivered on his promise. He kept his promise. He said he'll win something in the second season. And man followed through for it, and he now has Spurs a Europa League trophy and ended Spurs' 17-year drought trophy history against Man United. But this match was crazy today, but I want to try to see if I can get into the match highlights first. First, just look into the lineups for both our team and United. I know we had no creative midfielders, both in Madison and Kulusevski out. We also had no DM as well as Bergvall out for the season. So instead, we had our lineup was the exact same lineup, but slotting into the other midfield three was Sarr, who slotted in. So we used the same exact lineup plus Sarr in our usual Europa League fixture match. And as for United's lineup, they had brought Mount and Diallo back, as well as Ural, which I thought he was going to be out too due to injury. United had a pretty stronger lineup, and they also had pretty stronger bench too. They had Xerxes on the bench, which I thought he was going to be out for the entire season, but he's back from injury. So I know I thought, man, they're going to cause us some problems, and rightly so they did. First half, United. First, when this game got kicked off, United had opportunity when Bruno Fernandes had a shot, but good Vicario saved it, as well as just Fernandes himself. I think and Diallo had a chance as well, but he was scuffed wide from falling from a corner from Fernandes. Honestly, I think the team defensively played pretty well. We had 3 players closing down Diallo, so because he was going to be one of the annoying threats that we're going to have to deal with during the entire match. And that's right, Fernandes getting some chances. We also managed to nullify him and Casemiro as well, and as well as Mount, which I thought if he scored in the last Europa League match, surely he's going to score in this one. But we've nullified Mount too as well, so that was a good job from our team. Made sure these players were nullified first, and in the end, we also surprisingly United's only liability. I know our team has a lot of liabilities, such as Usuma, maybe some bits of backline, considering full strength in the league, we technically can concede. But United's had a very big liability in Shaw and Maguire, and Shaw was just getting outplayed, outmuscled, outcooked, and cooked as well. And Onana was losing communication with Dorgu when they were trying to, receive the ball, from the back of United's backline. So that was a good thing for us. And I think we started growing the game. Poro had a nice cross. Sadly, no one was there to receive it. I think, and then until the end of the first half, we scored the only goal in this match. I think Sarr passed it to Richie, and then Richie on the right wing, he was running down the wing. He passed it straight to Sarr, who crossed it. Don't know what Shaw and Onana were doing. They had some lack of communication in marking Johnson. And as soon as Johnson kicked the ball, I think it deflected off of Shaw, and I think it did touch Johnson the last as it went in the net. So Johnson scored, and we were 1-0 up by then. And after that, the second half, we also defended pretty comfortably, defended pretty well. And I think United started growing the game a bit. They had Vicario almost had a howler moment where he went to claim the ball from a free kick, but he went out too early. He palmed it and went straight off. And then after that, Haaland headed it. But luckily, Van der Ven came in and kicked it out. So good job on that for Mickey for defending. I think sometimes Udogi was getting cooked by Ahmad, but he held his composure as well as the midfielders and defenders as well. They were also holding composure. I think Dorgu had some chances. He was creating some chances. He was a bit cooking down our right-hand side, but we managed to nullify him as well. Managed to make sure he didn't create an attacking opportunity or a chance for United to equalize. So that was that. And I think as soon as Xerxes came on, things started to get a bit bad because as soon as he came on, he made a good difference. He made a pass for Ahmad, who should have scored. Xerxes also made a pass to Garnacho, who took a shot because Garnacho also came on. But Vicario also did well to keep it out as well, preventing from going in. So good job on Vicario for saving that. I think after we started to park the bus, we brought on extra defender. We switched to a back five. And now we have managed to see this game out in this case. I think close to the end of closing stages, I think there should have been a pen award for United. I think Casemiro was fouled in a penalty area. I think that was a clear penalty, but the ref didn't bark as a penalty, and we got lucky, so it is what it is. And towards the end of, I guess, the second half, Vicario made some good saves that kept us from conceding. First, with a cross, I think Fernandez had a header. I think it was before the end of the second half, but just went off target. There's another header from either Maguire or Casemiro, but Vicario saved it as well. And the last second header from Shaw from another cross or another set piece that we were conceding. But once again, Vicario saved it as well. And that was it. I think, if I remember in the other highlights in the match, I think besides the fouls were given, I think Richie played a bit poor today. She should have got sent off, but good thing Ange took him off and replaced him with Son, who also didn't do as much because he was getting a bit outmuscled. I think he was running a bit behind on pace, but didn't do anything stupid to give away any fouls or get cooked by Amad Diallo and Maserati. And I think we deserved to win. We only had one shot on target, and that one shot was the only goal scored. United had many opportunities to score, but our team just defended well and held our composure and not to concede under pressure moments like this. So this was a final match. Everyone thought that Spurs would always do the Spursy moment. They would just concede and give away an opportunity to win a major honor. But I'm glad we didn't concede and we had a clean sheet in the final. So 17 years of not having a trophy in this club's history. And the last couple years I've been supporting this club, I've seen my club been to 2 finals, but yet never make it out. So this one was like a good win and a revenge win for us because we like United, we have a shit season as well. We're close to relegation, and considering the 2 relegated teams are battling the Champions League spot in the final, they will be able to scam a Champions League spot or win the Champions League spot in this case. And yes, as much as United are bad, I thought, man, maybe they'll turn up in finals at moments like this. But they did not turn up exactly how they wanted to turn up. During the last 2 seasons, United have been starting to fall off. They were 3rd 2023 and 8th in 2024, but they managed to get 2 trophies those 2 seasons. I thought, man, if they scammed their way to a trophy, I'll never forgive my manager. I'll never forgive my club. But we showed up for this final. After we scored and I guess attacked a bit, even though I think United attacked more than us and had more opportunities to score than we did. We managed to defend for our lives, made sure that we weren't giving any stupid fouls or penalties, nor getting ourselves into a situation where we could have been playing the match with 10 men. Managed to defend pretty well. We were compact, we were composure. I think we wanted it more than United. I think the United players, they didn't feel like they wanted to fight for the trophy. because I think I was looking in the match and I don't see their players turning up that match. Besides, I guess some chances from Bruno Fernandes, or only chance from Højlund, and some chances from Amad Diallo. I think Amad was probably the only one that wanted it, but no other United players showed up. Like the midfield, I expected them to cut open our midfield, but they were just getting pressed and counter-attacked a lot. So, and I think we deserve the trophy. After all of this years of not winning anything, falling short, we've now won a European Cup, and this is our third European trophy in our history. So I'll take the Europa League Final. I know we have some problems to address for our squad. And I don't really, honestly, going to the last match of the Premier League, I don't care about the result against Brighton. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If we draw, we draw. Even if we didn't win the Europa League, we're not going to get into Europa style, or it won't make that much a difference in the table. So, but I'm pretty happy that we win today, and I think we deserved it after a hell of a season that I've been watching. 17th place, winning a Champions League, and now facing whoever wins the Champions League final against PSG and Inter and the UEFA Super Cup next season. So I'm pretty happy. And as for Ange, thank you, Ange, for winning that trophy. I think you stayed true to your word as much, and as people told you, I guess. I've been honest too. As bad as we were this season, as much as times I wanted him out, I still think that unless if we're out the Europa League, still keep him for a bit, considering that if we sack him before Europa League Final, he won't have a chance to win a Europa League trophy because he wants to take the club to the final when they were still in it. So glad he stayed. Glad he got us that trophy, as well as getting us into a Champions League spot next season. So, and if Ange wants to stay, let him stay. If he wants to leave, let him leave. But if he's staying, I ask the ownership to do Ange a favor and back him in the next transfer window. Because with this current squad, I don't think we're going to get any title next season if we're not signing anyone. So bring some players in. Show us what this club is meant to do. You finally show some ambition through a shit season. So if we bring the players in, the players that can, I guess, get us over the line and not have us into a hellish season like this, then I think we can continue picking up some more honors. And if Ange leaves, even if we get a new manager, still ask the ownership to still bring in some players. Because I don't think the squad is good enough to win a Champions League next season. There has to be improvements as well as our current league form. Unless if we manage to win a Champions League by doing shit in the league. That's just what I'm saying. But big up to everyone. Big up to the team, to the ones that won the trophy. I think they put up a fight today. And I think it was well deserved. And we will go home in 17th or 16th place at the end of the season with a European Super Cup. Not European Super Cup. The UEFA Europa League trophy. So at the end, football is about winning trophies. And I think as shit of a season as it was considering our league form, we lost more than half of our games. I say we had a better season than last season because we won a trophy. And that trophy got us into Europe. But there still needs to be problems in the squad that needs to be addressed. So big up to everyone that's watching this video. Thank you for watching this, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications. What a great game today, and the trophy was well deserved.